let's start off with your take on what he's actually said here, being quite hawkish on the one side and dovish on the other.
Yeah, Rashad, what we're seeing is a message tailored to different audiences. To South Korea, the North Koreans are very keen on South Korea's priority right now, which is to have a successful Winter Olympics, and offering to send potentially a North Korean delegation there and easing tensions with South Korea during this momentous time is clearly an olive branch and also an enticement of sorts. But the message to the United States is North Korea is now a nuclear weapon state. Kim Jong-un has a button to the nuclear weapon on his desk in his office, and this idea that for self-defense purposes, North Korea is prepared. So a message tailored to different audiences here.
Well, indeed. So where do we go from here? Because also in the last few days, we've had evidence that that Pyongyang may be avoiding some of these sanctions imposed on them. And in fact, Donald Trump saying that they were caught red-handed taking on oil. Now, the thing is, and nobody really knows the answer to this question, but what's your take? Are these sanctions actually doing the job?
I think we have to look at it from the perspective of North Korea's nuclear weapons program. It's very far advanced right now. So from that perspective, hoping that sanctions at this late in the game can produce some type of result leading to denuclearization, we have to manage our expectations. From that perspective, it is important under the heading of maximum pressure on the economic side. But really the focus now from the Washington perspective is increasing military pressure. And that's what we're going to see more of in this upcoming year as well in 2018.
Well, be that as it may, does this mean that we are just at the moment in stasis when it comes to the relationship between Pyongyang and the rest of the world?
From a North Korean perspective, it's actually a huge step forward. They have a game plan. It's called Pyeongjin, the idea of parallel development of a nuclear deterrent for self-defense and also parallel development of their economy. So from that perspective, it's not stasis. It's actually a robust period, a great deal of jubilation in North Korea that they are making great strides in this game plan of Pyeongjin. But with respect to North Korea's relations with the outside world, this is something that we are seeing a huge disparity in terms of the stability angle. You're looking at countries like the United States and its allies in the region using more of the military pressure approach. You're seeing the Chinese and the Russians trying some sort of diplomatic off-ramp. They've proposed something called the freeze for freeze. North Korea would freeze its nuclear weapons development program, and the United States and South Korea would freeze their military exercises. But overall, I think we're going to see North Korea, as we've seen Kim Jong-un mention in the speech as well, the New Year's address, that North Korea is now going to the next stage, which is to mass produce nuclear weapons to operationalize and deploy them.